Hello everyone. Hope you were safe and didn't get the COVID-19. Today I have come up with another explanation video. The topic is visible now on the screen, that is profit and loss. For solving these sums on profit and loss, you need some basic formulas which you need to memorize because you need these formulas in solving the sums. These are the basic formulas. Please note these formulas in your copy or anything you have. You can write it also in your books somewhere else in your walls. You can write it in the paper and paste these formulas in your walls to memorize these formulas, so that whenever you see these formulas, by seeing these formulas every day, you will get by heart these formulas. Okay. First of all, I am going to teach you that when the question of profit arises, when the selling price of an article is greater than its cost price, in that case profit is obtained by the businessman. And when the cost price of the good is higher than the selling price, in that case a situation of loss incurs. Profit and loss are integral part of business. Without these things a business cannot run. And these are the basic formulas. In the question it may not be given that whether the businessman has earned profit or loss, and you may be asked to find the profit or loss percent. In that case you have to first see which one is greater, selling price or cost price. If the selling price is greater than the cost price, in such case it is a situation of profit. So profit percent will be find by you in the question. You have to find. Okay, now we will go back to solve the sums. Actually, first of all we will solve some easy sums, then we will move on to some tough sums or some difficult sums, because that is the technique of getting confidence and solving the sums. Because if you are not confident enough, you can't solve any sum in the exam. And you do please memorize these formulas. Okay, let's start the video. This is the first sum that we will going to start. Sum 1. A trader sells an electronic iron for rupees 960 and sells it a trader buys an electronic iron for rupees 960 and sells it for rupees 1080. Find his profit percent. Now we are going to solve this sum. Okay, first of all we will write the things that are given in the question. First of all we will write the cost price. Cost price equals to rupees 960. Then we will write the selling price. Selling price is rupees 1080. Then you will see, you have to first compare yourself which one is greater. Since selling price is greater, so it is a case of profit. So profit will be selling price minus cost price, that is rupees 1080 minus 960, that is rupees 120. And now we will find the profit percent. It is given in the question to find out the profit percent. You can see here it's clearly mentioned in the question to find out the profit percent. So this is not the answer. Now we will find out profit percent with the help of profit amount. Profit percent equals to profit divided by cost price into 100. 120 divided by 960 into 100. You can see here clearly that rupees gets cancelled, 0 gets cancelled, and if you further simplify it you will get 12.5%. I hope you understand this sum. This sum is very much clear to you. This is the required answer. The sum is fully completed. I request you again and again, try to understand the sums, because you can't memorize any of these sums, because same sums may not come in your exam. So your concept needs to be very much clear. Let's move on to the next sum. Sum 2. A mechanic buys a bicycle for rupees 1125 and spends rupees 75 for its repairs. if he sells it for rupees 1500, find his profit or loss percent on selling price. Here, whether it is profit or loss, that we don't know, but we will come to know of within a few minutes. But you should be very much clear about the point that when it is given to calculate the profit or loss percent, and it is mentioned in the question to take selling price, you must take selling price. Suppose in this sum, that sum we did first sum of the video, we have taken cost price, but you can also take selling price. Both the answers will be correct. But here it is clearly mentioned in the question that you have to take selling price, so you can't go to any other path and take cost price and solve this sum, whether the answer is in round figure or in terms of decimal. You have to take selling price only because it is given in the question. I hope you understand. Okay, you see, when a businessman buys something and he has to incur a certain amount to bring that good or article to his business house, in order to sell that good or article, the cost price of the good or article becomes the price amount for which he purchased plus his expenditure. So the cost price will be rupees 1125 plus 75 rupees. Okay, now we will sum it up and we will get 1200 rupees, you see, and it's the selling price is rupees 1500. It's clear, we are very much sure that the selling price is higher and there is a profit of rupees 300. But I am going to show that out. You also have to show that out in your exam, because you may know, examiner may know, but you are skipping too much steps, so you won't get marks. 1500 minus 1200, rupees 300 is the profit. Now we will find profit percent, because it is a case of profit, so we will find out profit percent. Profit percent will be profit divided by selling price into 100. Now profit is rupees 300 divided by selling price is rupees 1500 into 100. Rupees gets cancelled, 0 gets cancelled, 3 5s are 5 20s are, so 20%. This is the answer. You need not give here percent, it doesn't matter because you have given here percent. I am saying you again and again, if I forget also sometime in this video to give the percentage sign, please be very much clear that here I have given profit percent, so it will be in terms of percent only, it will not be calculated in terms of rupees. I am going on to the next sum. Now we will move on to sum 3. Papari bought a set of Mekhla Chadar for rupees 1450 and sold it for rupees 1377.50, that is 1377 rupees 0.50 paisa. Means sorry, not 0.50 paisa. Due to some damage, find her loss percent. Okay, means here she brought for rupees 1450 and sold it for rupees 1377.50 because of some damage. I hope the question is very much clear to you. First of all, we will write the things that are given in the question. First of all, cost price is given. Cost price is rupees 1450 and selling price is rupees 1377.50. You can see here it is a special case. I know the sum is very much easy, but we all, from the first two sums that we did are sums of profit, and this is a special sum that is of loss. Here this sum is going to teach us how to, when a person incurs loss, in such a situation we will find his or her loss percent. It is clearly mentioned in the question, loss percent, so means it is a case of loss only, because you can see here the cost price is greater than the selling price. means loss amount will be calculated as cost price minus selling price. Rupees 1450 minus 1377.50, that is rupees 72.5. Okay. Now we will find out now loss percentage. Here we have full freedom to take cost, to calculate loss percentage on cost price or selling price. It's up to you what you take, but I prefer cost price, so I will take as loss divided by cost price into 100. Loss amount is rupees 72.5 and cost price is rupees 1450 into 100. Rupees gets cancelled. You can see the zero also is cancelled. If you further move on to calculations, you will get the answer as 5%. Why? The reason why I am not showing you the calculation, it's quite simple, and I am going to explain you that today, because I don't want you to spoon, means everything I can't teach you, because if I teach you everything, you will, there are some students that they will see here and they will not practice these sums, and in the exam they can't score good marks due to this reason. This is maths, you need practice. If you once see these sums, it will not be possible. So the reason why I am not doing this calculation is that you yourself have to sit in the table and do the calculation yourself in order to understand each and every step. And I am here at any point of time to clear your doubts. My number is also given in the description. You face any problem, just mail me or just call me up. I will help you in any situation. Whatever the problem is, I will try my level best to solve. So this is sum number 4 that we are going to do now. I am reading the question for you. If the cost price of 10 radios be equal to the selling price of 16 radios, find the gain or loss percent. Okay, here it is given in the question that cost price of 10 radios is equal to selling price of 16 radios. Okay, we will start with the cost price. Okay, let the cost price of one radio be rupees X. We have taken as the cost price of one radio as X. So cost price of 10 radios will be rupees 10x. Now something that is given in the question is that selling price of 16 radios equals to cost price of 10 radios. Means here in this case the selling price is rupees 10x. So you can see selling price of 16 radios is 10x and cost price of 10 radios is rupees 10x, because it is given in the question. So it is clearly, we can see that clearly that the person has incurred loss, because he is selling 16 radios for rupees 10x and he purchased one radio for 1x. So it is a clear loss. So loss will be calculated as cost price minus selling price. Rupees 16x minus 10x, that is rupees 6x. Now we will find out loss percent with the help of loss. You have the freedom to take anything, cost price or selling price. For the time being I am taking cost price into 100. Loss divided by cost price into 100. 6x divided by 16x into 100. X gets cancelled. 2 3s are 2 8s are 300 divided by 8. You will get as 37.5%. I have said you in the previous sum, percent symbol is given here. This sum is fully completed. Now we will move on to the last sum of this video. A part B of this on this topic, that is profit and loss, will be released soon. So in part B we will do another 5 to 6 sums. Okay, this is the final sum of this video, that is of part A, profit and loss. More sums will be available on part B also. I hope you understand my explanation. If you understand my explanation, please do like, share and subscribe to my channel. Because of you all, I have reached 100 subscribers. Thanks for the love and support that you have given to me. I am very much proud as a teacher teaching to you all. Thank you. So this is the last sum. I hope you understand this sum. I am reading the question for you first of all. Sum 5. Some pencils are bought at the rate of 11 for rupees 10 and sold at rupees 10 for sold at 10 for rupees 11. Find the gain or loss percent. So question is a bit tricky, so I have slip of tongue. It's common for me to having slip of tongue. Please don't mind that. So you all please read yourselves. Please do not trust in my words, because I may spoke something wrong also. So please read the question yourselves in order to understand it better. Cost price of 11 pencils is equals to rupees 10. This is clearly given in the question, we all know. Therefore, cost price of one pencil will be what? Rupees 10 divided by 11. I hope this step is very much clear to you. Similarly, selling price of 10 pencils equals to rupees 11. Selling price of one pencil will be rupees 11 divided by 10. Is it clear? Yes. If it's not clear, please comment me. So if you calculate, it is a situation of profit. Here you will get something about 0 point something, and here you will get 1.1. So it is clearly seen, and we can clearly notice here that the selling price is higher than the cost price. It is very much clear. So it is a situation of profit. Profit equals to selling price minus cost price. Rupees 11 divided by 10 minus 10 divided by 11. You will get it as 21 divided by 110. The reason why I am not doing the steps, I am not going to repeat that again. You all know very well. In the previous sum or in the sum before previous sum, I have mentioned it. So you practically do yourselves the steps, you will get it better. Now we will find out profit percent. Profit percent equals to profit by cost price into 100. Profit is rupees 21 divided by 110 divided by cost price. Cost price is 10 divided by 11 into 100. So we will change this into multiplication signs, so the reciprocal will occur. 21 divided by 110 into 11 divided by 10 into 100. So you can see 0 0 0 0 gets cancelled. 21. This is the required answer. The sum is fully completed. Thank you for watching the video. Please do subscribe to my channel Learning with Saurav. Please click in the notification bell so that you do not miss any of my updates. Thank you for watching the video.